I don't mind. I can leave that open. Hi, everyone. Let me actually not leave this open. Okay. So, I hope the music is not too loud. I'm just going to wait a few so some more people can come in. But I will start off by saying my name is Toy. I'm recording live right now on 2 different videos. I'm on YouTube and I am in Facebook in my soul care group. Soul care with cards is all about creating consistency for your soul care, adding more consistency to create to I need to charge my can I pause this? I don't know if I can pause this. Cuz I need my charger real quick, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can just sorry. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I'm so mad. I didn't know that I needed a charger. I'm glad that I saw this. Excuse me for these technical difficulties. It happens from time to time, but I appreciate those that show up and rock with me. Okay. So now that we are charging, now we're going to charge our bodies, okay? So this full moon, I wanted to do a release of whatever is blocking us from really being consistent, showing up. Clearly, I'm showing up, but I wasn't quite prepared. I was prepared for the most part, but not right now, right? Especially with this charger stuff. But now that I got that out the way, it's really about showing up, right? It's about showing up. It's about being consistent no matter what. And showing up for yourself. So I create cards, and I started creating cards for my own healing journey. I remember at times I didn't have money to pay for a coach or anything like that, but I'm like, so what? What can I do for myself, right? I love to create. I really, really love to create. Hey, y'all. I love to create. And one thing that I've learned is when you are creating, it involves emotion. Just like manifesting, it involves emotion. And when our emotions are all in the way or just all scattered out, many times we cannot ground that energy. So I love to do card readings by starting off with a short meditation. Those that are watching, I am on 2 different cameras, but those that are watching, this is what you get. This is also what I like to include with my one-on-one coaching that I do, because now I'm coaching. Like I was saying before, I was like, well, I need to heal myself in order to heal other people, right? And honestly, I'm still continuing healing. This is just for me, I feel like this is a life journey. But we all have certain levels and certain thresholds and certain things, destinations or whatever, right? But the thing is, are you being consistent within your journey? Are you consistently showing up for yourself? Are you knowing and wanting to be open to be aware of what's going on with you? So, yeah, exactly. Hey, Rachel, Jasmine, Stephanie. So I'm just going to do a quick breathing exercise. We're not going to go all the way in, but it is the full moon. The full moon is prone for us to have heightened sensibilities, sensitivities, and emotions, sometimes that we're aware of, sometimes that we're not aware of. But when we, for me, astrology has helped me understand, oh, It's a full moon. You know, I'm like, why am I so tired? Past 2 days, tired. I'm like, maybe it's something I'm eating, possibly. But then I'm like, oh yeah, it's the full moon. Sometimes that happens with me. Sometimes I'm like crying. Like sometimes it just happens, you know. But long as you again show up, long as you tune in and really help yourself feel more filled, you know, with life, with love, then you can actually show up in a way that feels more grounded and secure with yourself when you're interacting with other people. So we're going to get into these cards in a little bit. I just want to do a little breathing exercise for those that are with me that we can just ground in. I'll talk about a few other things and definitely like pop off this today. I wanted to start. I posted a card in the group. Those that are on YouTube, check out, you know, the Facebook group Soul Care with Cards to really help us, support us, and find our creativity, to connect with our creative spirit. So that way, in turn, we can really tune in and really help and co-create throughout this, you know, life that we're doing, that we're living. All right. So if you're watching, if you'd like to participate, just get in a comfy position. I'm going to hit my singing bowl like so. When we are done, hi there. When we start, excuse me, and I'm just going to take a few deep breaths in. I just want you to follow my voice, and wherever you're at right now, just plant your feet on the ground, lay down, however, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And slowly close your eyes. And just focus on your breathing. Now I want you to just take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out through the mouth. Take a deep breath in through the nose and slowly exhale out through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3 more slow deep breaths in through the nose and releasing all stress, all worry, all doubts, wondering if you're doing this right. Thank you for showing up. Just be aware of your breathing and say consciously to yourself, I am now releasing all worry, doubt, fears, drama, confusion. I leave that behind right now. And I am present with myself. I am present with my thoughts. I am present with my breathing. I want you to just keep your eyes closed. Go back to your regular breathing. And just feel your stomach rising, falling. Feel the air filling your lungs. Feel the air releasing out through your mouth. Any thoughts that are trying to invade your cool, just push them out the way. Tell yourself, not right now, not today. If you're having a hard time relaxing, take deeper and longer breaths and feel into your body rising and falling. Be aware of any tension that you may be holding. Just breathe deeper into that. I just want you to focus on your feet. Just feel the energy at your feet. Feel the energy around your body. And then just smile and open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes and just shake your shoulders, your hands. Feel your body. And let's get into this reading. Hi there, Lisa. Hi, everyone, for showing up. Thank you for showing up, y'all. This full moon, this Gemini energy has been intense, at least for me. And guess what, y'all? I'm a Gemini. So this is like the vibe that I give throughout my readings, throughout my coaching, throughout my interactions with people. This is just how I show up. I do feel that we need to just tune into our body when we start working with cards. When you start your practice, whether you're shuffling, whether you're just picking a card randomly, I do feel that it's best to just feel into your body, feel into your emotions and become aware. That's one of my practices, just with or without the sound bowl, I like to have music a lot of times because I'm very receptive to music and sound. But other times I may not have sound on. I might just tune in and breathe. And when we close our eyes, it helps us to really tune in, right? And it helps us to kind of cut off any distractions. If it's too many distractions, at least you're aware. That's one thing for sure. But I do feel that there's a need for you to have some type of centered energy when you are using cards or starting any type of practice for your soul care. Because again, our emotions really have us just, it can just have us all over. Whether you're reading tarot, whether you're reading for yourself, especially when you're reading for yourself, it can just happen like that. So let's just get into a little quick reading for our group, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the 7-day challenge. Or should I talk about the 7-day challenge right now? I'll briefly talk about it. Today we're starting that. If you have cards and you're watching this, I'd love for you to join. I'd love for you to just pick a card, take a picture, and post it. You can post it with some words of wisdom. You can post it with your feelings, your perspective on it. And you can also just post it with, day one challenge. Whatever comes up for you, just post it. Because I would love for you to look at other people that post and encourage them in what they're saying, or even just say like, wow, this picture really, resonates or something, just some type of engagement, some type of support, because I do want to start doing more things like this and even running some contests like within our group. This is a group for people that love cards and are really looking to strengthen their intuition, really looking to grow within their own healing and find some support some way, some shape or form, and in this group, I'm catering to you all with things like this, whether it be card readings where I'm just picking one, just to give you some insight, whether I'm showing up to give you a quick card reading, or whether we're just getting those words of encouragement and really focusing on grounding, focusing on certain little tips that can help us have a sound mind, sound heart, and sound body. So without that said, if there's any questions, just write them down. This is so funny with the two cameras. But yeah, I just wanted to put myself out there too, because I have a few other things that I'm going to be promoting. If y'all haven't already checked out my website, please check it out. I do one-on-one coaching that helps you create your own cards with your own goals and infuse your own magic to that. But I'll talk more about that later. Let's get into this card reading for this full moon. So let's bless these cards with clarity, with understanding, with truth. Maybe be able to be open to receive whatever message comes in for us. Whatever it doesn't resonate, leave it behind. But what does, you'll know it because you'll feel it. All right. And those on YouTube, thank you for the likes. The likes always help infuse that energy into the readings. So thank you, thank you. And my Facebook crew, thank you for showing up. Let's get it. So what is the major, what's the major question that's going on? What's the main theme of this full moon right now within my collective of my YouTubes and my group members? Oh, okay, 2 want to come out. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. So we got here. What can you do to not be so hard for yourself? What can you not do to be so hard for yourself? And then we have create moments for yourself that make you happy. I think this is pretty much answering the question. But, for some people might be like, well, how? Because, let's be for real, y'all. If you've been through, a long-term or a long period of healing is not always fun. It just isn't. And it feels good when we accomplish something, when we achieve something, right? But when we're going through the thick of it, right? Into the thick of it, it can feel really yucky. It really can. And a lot of times when we're feeling uncomfortable and we're feeling yucky, we're not thinking of creating, because let's face it, as an artist, I know society, especially in the States, does not really show appreciative of the art. All they do, not all, but a lot of times they just kind of exploit and pretty much abuse the arts for what it really isn't. And I love this. I could talk about it all day. This is my passion, to know that, creating is our God-given right. We have God-given talents, and it's just don't wait. Why waste it, right? And why let our trauma distract us and overwhelm us from using the God-given talents that we have, right? Sometimes we don't cultivate our God-given talents enough, and that's okay. But I feel it's not okay if we're not trying to, develop that as we grow, and just understand it even. And I feel I'm bringing this up because that is what makes us happy. That is what we can decide to choose to do and make ourselves happy. I don't really feel like we could be happy 24/7, but we can find ways that can make us happy when we wind up feeling like we're getting on the lower point. You know what I mean? So let's use my chakra affirmations. So let's use this. Let's see what chakras come up, what chakras that we might need to focus on within this. Okay, wow. This solar plexus energy keeps coming up. So the solar plexus actually is showing our shadow right now. And it says, don't say what I mean or finish. I don't say what I mean or finish what I start. Okay, that's the shadow recognition. But the beauty of these cards, of how I designed it, is you can always look at the light activation, which says, I am reliable, brave, and see things through. So we have another shadow, which is the heart chakra. These shadows aren't usually comfortable, but I'm going to read them anyway. I'm stupid, and the same stuff keeps happening to me. But the light activation says, I love what I do and see mistakes as lessons. So let's talk about the shadow for a second. Without recognizing your shadow, your shadow is very important. It does help you grow tremendously. And we can go back and forth and fight with our shadow. But at the end of the day, when we can actually feel sane and have some type of relationship that respects the shadow, that's growth right there. And when you say things to yourself, your conscious, feels that energy. And it feels it like 10 times, 100 times more than somebody else actually saying it. Because you're actually saying it to yourself. That's why affirmations are very important, because that I am presence is that crown chakra energy that connects you strongly to your higher self. So when you say, I don't say what I mean or finish what I start, you're kind of throwing like a pity party in a way. You're diminishing your self-worth. You're diminishing that confidence, that self-esteem, and you can't really take action on things. It doesn't really help you to say that, right? But when you can say and believe that I am reliable and brave and see things through, that is going to help you with that confidence, with the self-esteem. It's going to help you with the action plan to move forward. And that's what the solar plexus does. It gives us that willpower. It gives us that power, that charge, and that energy to keep going, as well as, like self-esteem. It's giving you that steam. It's reminding me of like a steam engine train. Like you got to keep going. Oh, remember that train? Does anybody remember the little engine that could? That's what the solar plexus reminds me of. It's like, I keep going and I keep going. And, I do think that you should take breaks. You do. When your body is like, I am exhausted. When your mind is like exhausted, you should definitely take breaks. Because when it's like that, you can't really think good. But you charge up, something like we just did in the beginning, taking some breathing, going outside, finding other ways and tools to really charge yourself up. And then, okay, say I'm back on it, I'm going to keep going. Now, your heart definitely helps you with that passion. That it really, all your chakras are aligned. But I feel like your heart is like the main center. It's kind of like that customer service. It's like when you get lost, just go to your heart type of thing, because it really speaks to your soul. But Lord, if you, I've called myself stupid before. I didn't like it. Yes, Thomas the Tank Engine. Exactly. Thank you, Shamika. Didn't like it. And then the more that you keep talking, like you're just throwing more crap on you. You know what I mean? But this shadow one really makes, and I don't like this one, but it's like, it's true. When you feel that you're stupid, that you keep making these same mistakes over and over, and nothing, really diminishing the self, right? But when you love, when you can show yourself respect, it vibrates from you. And I love what I do. Like, who out here loves what they do? Sometimes we don't love what we do because we might be working for someone, or we're in a situation that just doesn't feel right, but we kind of just don't know how to get out of. And we're either blaming ourselves, blaming others, or whatever. But when we can really just tap into the energy of love, that's really honoring ourselves and saying, okay, I love myself. So if I love myself, how would I treat myself if I love myself, right? One, by seeing anything that you feel that you deemed a mistake, seeing that as an opportunity to learn something new, right? So pertaining to this full moon, I feel like right now it's actually allowing us to tap in and allowing us to really understand what emotions may be blocking us right now from feeling happy or knowing what makes us feel happy. Because the more and more that we are beating ourselves up and being hard on ourselves, right? We're more in our shadow aspect. But when we have that light activation, we're in our I am presence. We are connected to our higher self, and we are standing spirit, mind, body, and spirit, right? And we are counting on ourselves to do what we need to do, and just taking responsibility to know that, okay, if I mess up, cool, but I have the stamina, I have the self-esteem, and I have a plan to just keep going and learn from that mistake and say, all right, I'm not going to do that again. I didn't feel right. Let's try something else. And if you feel that you can't, take a break until you feel that there's like, oh, okay, got it, thanks, spirit type of energy. Let's see what a little tarot might have to say. Let's just see. Okay. Let's get one more card out. Yeah. Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles, right? We got the Page of Cups reverse, and then we got the Death card reverse. Okay. So this is one thing for sure. One, like a lot of y'all watching this, whether it's the replay or whether it's just like you're watching, I feel like y'all are on the brink of something. You know, many of you are examining your self-worth. Many of you are really understanding how the energy of your finances are reflecting your own energy, even possibly, right? And you're figuring out some type of resources where you can plug in. But the thing about it is, many times we may allow our emotions to kind of get the best of us, and that could kind of like block us from really seeing what we really need to see, or seeing things as a whole with full clarity, and actually gaining the trust too. Because there's a lot of old things that are actually dying off, you know, possibly like even things that you might be doing that's really codependent even, you know what I mean? And not really standing in your dependence. Your independence, right? And possibly like disappointments are coming up that could kind of block you from that queen energy, that God energy, that goddess energy, and like knowing that like, damn, I am abundant and I have mad resources that I can plug in, you know, and it's like, oh, all I gotta do is make that plan and then just like boom, 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 boom. But there's things that are dying off. And sometimes with that dying energy, it just does not feel good. You just don't. So like, I just want to suggest, when you're feeling like that, take time to really nourish yourself. Take time to kick your feet up. Even though you might be like, I don't have time to do that, please find time. Please find time. You can find time by getting a big glass of water and sitting down, resting with your feet up while you're drinking the water, and then go, right? But sit while you drink the water. That might take you 5 minutes. That might take you 10 minutes. But do that. I heard this lady says she prays the most when she's in her bathroom. And she got even just more explicit. She said when she's taking a number 2. Oh my God, when she said that, I was crying. But at the same time, I was cracking up, but I got what she was saying, because it's like she felt like that was the only time that she had for herself, you know, without kids around. And she was able to say like, hey, let me do this instead of scrolling on my phone or something like that. Let me take time out for me to say my prayers, to tap into what my energy looks like, to redirect that energy, you know. And it can be the most obscene thing, like maybe something like that. But at the same time, you're still doing it, right? You're still making time for you. Instead of kind of complaining, I'm sorry, I'm going to use that word, y'all, and be like, well, why am I not happy? Why am I not seeing this happen? Well, because maybe not tending to yourself as much, right? And again, the stagnation, when you're on the brink of something, it is the most uncomfortable feeling. But I promise you it's right around the corner, because I know I've been through this before. And I could say that with confidence, because if I haven't been through that before, then I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying now. Like, it's really uncomfortable as hell when you're looking at your bank account and you only have like $40 in your bank account. And you're like, where is the money going to come from? But trust and believe, if this has happened about 100 times, maybe even 50 times, maybe even 20 times, and you know that, as soon as you were able to just calm down, within 24 hours, you get a phone call to make money, it's possible. And how do you find that trust? By consistency, by trusting yourself, trusting your spirit crew, and consistently working on you to manage your spirit, you know, because we're human. Sometimes we're going to be like, oh, you know, whatever. But when you can tune in, then you're like, okay, let me see. Oh, I see what's going on right now. Hello. You know, I see what's going on right now. And when you just take a few minutes, like in the beginning, what was that, guys? That probably was like 5 minutes, if that. Just taking a few breaths to yourself, telling yourself, I love you, telling yourself, feeling yourself smile inside and out, knowing that, okay, I do have a choice to make myself happy. It may not be what I really want right now, but I still can make something happen. And be more consistent, so it's just like the back of your hand instead of feeling something foreign to you. So I'm gonna pull one more card just to wrap up this message for the full moon. It's really all about finding ways to make yourself happy and not be so hard on yourself, because trust me, if you're going through something, especially if it feels like a pattern to you, you've already went through a lot of the hard shit. Like, you wouldn't be where you are right now if you didn't go through, like, if you weren't strong enough to go through whatever you went through in the past. What did I just say? Let me say that again. You wouldn't be where you are right now if you weren't strong enough to get through whatever you went through in the past. Like, really, y'all? So, like, remind yourself, like, okay, I'm being hard on myself. I'm going to take it easy. And nourish yourself. And nourish yourself, because this is full moon in Sag. Every time I think of Sag, I think of that archer. That archer is not going to land its goal unless it pulls things back, unless it has clear intentions, focus, and then they let go. And it reminds me of manifestation. And you may not be the best manifester, right? But I can tell you, if you work on that consistency, you'll start building that faith and trust, because that's what you really need when you're manifesting. That's what you really need when you are really consciously tapping in and giving yourself that self-love. So this is why I made this group here, you know, so we can really utilize, because like for me, cards have helped me through my healing journey, and creating cards really helped me that, you know, whether it's tarot. When I first started creating cards, it was to kind of get to understand tarot a little bit more and strengthen my intuition, because I felt like every decision I made did not feel good. But I was in this lack mindset where it's like, well, I have to do this a certain way, or I have to do this. And I wasn't really looking at myself, knowing and owning that I am unique. All these people out here can tell me all these tips and tools, just like I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, you have to sit with yourself and with the decisions that you make. So, and it starts with feeling good with the decision. If you're not quite sure what feels good in the moment with that decision, take a break. Utilize tools to center your energy, to ground your energy, so you can feel good. So this right here says protection, right? The protection guardian, and it says drop your shield. Drop your shield, because there's abundance coming in. And whatever you're trying to call in right now, whatever you've been working really hard for, I need you to drop your shield so you can be open on which way it comes in. Because a lot of times we want something to come in a pretty bag that's blue with silver sparkles and your name on it, right? But a lot of times it doesn't come in that way. And if we can drop our shield and be more open to just receiving, then you can be able to recognize and be like, yes, that's it. Because it's about the feeling. And again, this is where I practice breathing or meditation, or just being more aware with cards, right, of the feeling first. Because if you can feel that, then you can start understanding your intuition a little bit more, and like, oh, Oh, that's what that means, Because I can sit here and say, create moments for yourself that make you happy. And you can read that, right? But you also know, like with words, it- it's a feeling too. Like I can be like, create moments for yourself that make you happy. Or I can say, create more things that make you happy. You know? Happy? Happy. It's energy, y'all, right? So I just wanted to just pull a card. Um, Now I'm open to pull a card. And before I pull any cards, I just want to know like who's in here right now. Like who has the cards? Did you pull a card today? What's going on? Do you have some questions? Like what's up? What's up with y'all? Because I just want to open the floor and stop talking and sip my water. And after that, I don't mind pulling the card for some encouraging words to motivate and inspire y'all to get into this groove of the 7-day card challenge. I don't know if you're still on Shamika, but if you're on Facebook or whoever else is on YouTube right now, if you frequent Facebook, you can definitely join us in a 7-day card pull. Yeah. Each day, I just want y'all to share a card, pull a card for yourself, feel it out, feel the energy, reflect on it. What does this mean to you? And you can actually write that up in our group, or you can just take a picture and say, this is a card for my day. Either way, whatever feels comfortable for you. So how are y'all feeling? I see there's a few people on here. Anybody watching the replay, just come on through. Just do that. But yeah, how are y'all feeling, y'all? Everybody does that, waiting. Like, I wish that it wasn't so slow on the response, but I'll wait. Any questions or anything? No questions. Haven't pulled a card yet because I wanted to see this first. Okay, cool. How are you feeling about it, Rachel? I'm really happy that you're, you're very responsive, and I love that. You're feeling good, Jennifer? Thank you for always coming through. I appreciate you for showing up like you do. Because, like, I really want to, honestly, y'all, like, for this group, like, if we can do more challenges, I'd love this because I would like to, like, I love to give, and like since I create, like I really like giving gifts that like I can create because it's like one of a kind. That's just my thing. And I don't know. Eventually it's just I don't know where this is gonna grow. I really don't. I'm tapping into the unknown. I'm not being afraid of the unknown, but I'm showing up and I'm really thankful that a few of you all were like, yeah, let's do it. I'm thankful. I understand that some people have lives to do and this is not on their priority. I understand. I really do. Thank you for letting me know, type of thing. The world does not revolve around me. I know that. But I'm not going to not ask, So I'm going to pull some cards. If there's no more questions, just to motivate you and see what comes up to this card, I'm just going to pull one card to really just give you some motivating words to really jumpstart this 7-day challenge. You can post it whenever, what time of day. I know we are all in different time zones as well. YouTubers, if you want me to pull a card, you can definitely let me know as well. Just say, hey, I'd like one, or just, tap the heart and tap that like button too if you haven't already in Instagram. But whoever else is watching, like, let me know if you want me to pull a card. I came on here to just give you a mini one. I'm going to go deeper into this full moon reading when I get off and record something and post it in the group. YouTube, you'll see it soon. But yeah, I'm going to do that if you're interested more in this energy of the full moon. But for my soul care cards group, let's start. Today was day 1. If you want to make tomorrow day 1, that's perfectly fine. We can do that. What do you think, group? Should we make tomorrow day one? Because I really think, you can keep this in your mind, but like releasing things that don't make you feel good anymore, releasing things that just agitate that voice in your head that's telling you that you're not doing good enough. Like I really kind of want that this energy, this challenge to be focused on, like when you pull a card, like whatever it is like knowing that you are doing this to really like step into your power and to step things up and really just focus on your journey, because that threshold when it's like you're about to move to the next level but you're still not quite there yet, it gets uncomfortable. I'm good with today as day one. Okay, cool. So then tomorrow will be day two. Yes, you'd like one, Shamika? Okay. So I'm going to pull a card for Shamika. She's not in this group right now, but she's more than likely welcome if she wants to come in. Anybody else that wants me to pull a card for you just for some motivation? Let's do this. So what does Shamika need to hear right now? What are some encouraging words that Shamika needs to hear right now? Should I use this card deck? Kind of feeling like the hard cue. All right, let's use this one. What words for Shamika? Okay, that's probably why. What words for Shamika, please? Okay. This is interesting. All right, Shamika. So the hard cue question says, do you remember why you're mad? Is pride keeping you there? This one is very tricky because sometimes, let me tell y'all something. Suppressed anger is so crazy. I'm just saying. But there could be multiple reasons why you're mad. I have the dream and journey drum for you that has the north, south, west. It's reminding me of the medicine wheel. I'm picking up that, stay focused on your healing and releasing certain things, which I feel that you are on the verge of. And I feel like this is a good path for you to focus on. Just continue giving yourself that medicine you need, because sometimes that poison is actually the medicine. And when you know how to transmute that stuff, you already know, right? But it's about deepening into that dream and journeying into that deeper depth of the roots, so you can really figure out where that, because like the root of the plant a lot of times holds the most potent medicine, right? So I'm just sensing this thing of taking time to just go a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. And you could possibly do that too, like if you wanted to take the challenge with us, like, or just challenge yourself where it's like, all right, I'm gonna give myself 7 days, right? And then day one, I'm just gonna go a little bit deeper. Day two, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper and more, and by day 7, you might reveal like this root that you can just kind of like throw it out and just be like, and then after that, you can give yourself a nice, luscious bath or whatever you do to really nourish yourself, So yeah, I'll definitely send you the link to the group to just come on in and be here to support each other, because I know you like them cards, girl. Who else is next for a card reading? I hope that message like kind of just helps you a little bit with some motivation and some inspiration for wherever you're at right now. Anyone else want me to pull a card for them? Where you at, Jennifer? It's like, no, I'm just playing. I don't want to call people out. But I'm just waiting. You are so welcome, Shamika. I'm just waiting to see if anyone wants me to pull a card before I get off. Give you some words of encouragement. And as soon as I get off, I'm going to dig a little deeper into this full moon energy, record something for y'all if you want to see it or not. And yeah. Okay, thank you so much for being here, Rachel. Have a great night or wherever you're at. And I'm looking forward to, communing with you in this group. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm going to get off if anybody else doesn't want me to pull a card for them. Thank you for showing up again. We are starting day 1 with this card challenge, to really just help us deepen our own soul care, connect with our intuition, really strengthen that, and really help us release anything that is telling us that we're unworthy or we're not, good enough, or we should be XYZ, but, time, blah, blah, blah. No. Let's throw the talent for being so hard on ourselves and really start nourishing and loving ourselves a little bit more right now, especially within these 7 days. All right. So I'm going to sign out. Okay. Thank you again for showing up. Anyone in the replay, just let me know how this is resonating, or even just say replay. Where is this landing for you? And you are more than welcome, regardless of whatever day we're at in the challenge, to jump in and join us. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Bye. And for my YouTube viewers, please check out the links below. I do one-on-one coaching. I have a coaching package right now with open enrollment. And read more so you can figure out. This is just a little taste, a little flavor of who I am, what I'm about. And, book that consultation, and we can see what fits for you and what's right for you. But until next time, I'm outie. Peace.